Chrisean Rock just broke her silence. And instead of apologizing, she came swinging in a live full of shade, side eyes, and raw emotion. Chrisean denied ever calling Tia Kemp's phone and claimed the entire viral moment that had fans screaming. Justice for Ronnie was based on a misunderstood, manipulated mess. Her exact words: "I ain't Neva called her. Period. Y'all want me to be the bad guy so bad, but y'all don't even know the truth. Boom. So now the question is, did Tia Kemp fabricate the whole thing? Is there another woman behind the call? Or is Chrisean flat out lying to save her OWN image while the walls close in? Got the full breakdown. The timeline, the clapbacks, the suspicious edits, and a hidden voice clip that might just prove one of them is dead wrong. Let's rewind this tape, because before Chrisean ever opened her mouth to deny anything, Tia Kemp was already on fire. It all started 3 weeks ago, when Tia took to Instagram Live, shaking, screaming, and holding back tears, dragging Chrisean by name and accusing her of calling her phone late at night, dodging accountability over Ronnie's death most explosively, playing both sides of the streets and the industry. In Tia's exact words, "You knew what happened. You knew who was involved. You stayed silent because that silence was safer than justice. You had the nerve to call my phone like we cool, like we sisters in pain. Girl, go to hell." That clip went nuclear. TikTok flipped. Twitter went feral. #justice for Ronnie #ChrisEan. New #TI snapped the silence that made it worse for 18 straight days. Chrisean said nothing, no IG Live, no subtweets, no interviews. Just cryptic posts like, "God got me. Y'all weird? Keep playing. Karma loves y'all." But every minute she stayed quiet, fans got louder. Bloggers started posting old photos of Chrisean at events funded by Darius Freeman, Ronnie's alleged killer. Podcasts resurfaced old interviews where Chrisean dodged questions about shady promoters. Anonymous TikToks claimed to have screenshots of her defending Darius in private group chats. Whether true or not, the internet smelled blood. And Chrisean, she was the one standing in the spotlight and refusing to blink. Tia doubles down. Tia Kemp didn't just wait for Chrisean to respond. She escalated. 2 days after her viral meltdown, she posted a follow-up video. "If I'm lying, sue me. If I'm wrong, say my name. But I ain't one of these lil storyline chicks. I don't clout chase. I chase truth." She also claimed the phone call in question was recorded. But when asked to drop the audio, she said, "I ain't done building the funeral yet. When I bury her, it's gonna be loud." Bury her? Oh, this was personal now. Ronnie's name at the center now. Let's not forget what this is really about. Ronnie Kemp, Tia's son, gone under suspicious circumstances in a case that's still full of missing files, muted witnesses, and silence from key insiders. And right at the center of it all, Darius Freeman, a promoter, influencer, an alleged street funder of several hip-hop events in LA, Houston, and Atlanta. Ti believes Darius knows exactly what happened to Ronnie, and she believes Chrisean protected Darius knowingly, or not, by staying quiet when it mattered most. The alleged phone call, he claims, Chrisean called her from a blocked number, emotional, cryptic, Ken trying to clear her name. She said, "I ain't know it would go down like that. I ain't know he was gone. Pull that trigger. I was just trying to eat too, Tia. I was just trying to eat." But Tia says that call wasn't an apology. It was a warning. She wanted me to drop it. She said I was getting too loud for no reason, like I'm supposed to bury my baby and my voice. Girl, miss me. That quote alone had people choosing sides fast. The divide suddenly, the internet broke in two. Team Tia, she has nothing to gain by lying. This is about a child, not clout. Chrisean is always silent when it's convenient. Team Chrisean, Tia reaching, no proof, just pain. Y'all want to crucify Chrisean every time someone dies in the industry. But both sides were waiting on one thing, a response. And now they got it. After nearly 3 weeks of complete silence, Chrisean Rock finally hit Go Live. But this wasn't an apology. This wasn't even damage control. This was a full-on rebuke. I ain't Neva called her. The viral quote heard around the culture. Chrisean came on screen barefaced. Hoodie on, nails clicking, tension thick in her voice. She stared at the camera and said, "First of all, I ain't Neva called Tia. Stop saying I did. Stop tagging me in lies." She rolled her eyes. She laughed a little. But then her tone changed. "Y'all keep trying to make me the villain in situations I ain't even in. I ain't no Ronnie. I ain't know what went down like that. I ain't even been around that scene." And just like that, gasoline, meat fire, because not only did she deny the phone call, she denied even knowing Ronnie. And for the internet, that was enough to scream LIAR. The comments explode in real time. Fans immediately clocked inconsistencies. "You said you didn't know Ronnie, but there's pics of you and Darius together from last summer. So, you were at the same club the night of the shooting, but you ain't been around that scene? Why so defensive if you ain't even know them?" And that's when the real twist happened. The background slip-up that exposed everything around the 11:46 mark of the IG Live. Something changed. Chrisean was mid-rant, waving her hands, when a male voice in the background was caught saying, low but clear, "You did call her, though." Boom, she froze. She looked off-screen, then reached to pause the live, but it was too late. Viewers had already screen-recorded it within minutes. Twitter was flooded. Rewind to 11:46. Who is that voice? Someone on her team just exposed her live. She's lying. Confirmed. That voice just confirmed it. The hashtags were back and louder than ever. Hashtag you did call her, hashtag liar live, hashtag Chrisean caught. Damage control that made it worse. So Chrisean tried to explain it away moments later. "Y'all hearing stuff? That was about something else. Y'all love twisting everything I say, but fans weren't buying it. Girl, that wasn't editing. That was your homeboy exposing you in 4K. You ain't got beef with Tia, you've got beef with the truth." She ended the live abruptly at 19 minutes, but resumed it an hour later. This time with comments turned off and no sound in the background. Cleaned up, controlled, but too late. Receipts come rolling in fan pages, blogs, and even former LHH cast members began posting receipts. Photos of Chrisean at a brunch with Darius Freeman, 5 months before Ronnie's death, deemed screenshots from a mutual friend claiming Chrisean called Tia off a Google Voice number. "I was there. It was emotional." And then the group chat leak. A blogger posted a screenshot of a chat allegedly between Chrisean and 3 others, discussing the backlash. One message from her contact name reads, "I only called to calm her down. I ain't think she'd twist it like that." That one line blew up everything. Tia responds and doesn't hold back. Tia reposted the IG Live clip with the caption, "You ain't call me, bet? Watch what I drop next." In her story, she added, "I got the recording, I got the time, I got the name. That told you to call me. Y'all about to learn what a grieving mother with nothing to lose sound like." She tagged no one. But the target was clear. Industry starts picking sides. Quietly, a well-known podcast host said off-air, "Chrisean lying ain't the shock, it's that she got caught." The street knows Tia don't bluff. A former VH1 producer tweeted and deleted, "Chrisean's biggest L was trying to check a woman who lost a child." Rap logs hinted that 2 major brands are reconsidering partnerships with Chrisean due to recent public misinformation. The first twist, Tia ain't done. She's just starting at the end of the day. Tia went live short, sharp, and scary calm. She said, "Chrisean, you called. You cried. You begged me not to go public. You didn't say the internet loses IT." A gank comments flooded in like wildfire. So she did call and she begged, and now she acting brand new. How you lie about not calling someone when you were out here sobbing on the phone like a Lifetime movie? Chrisean just ruined her own credibility in one voicemail. The audio was reposted over 250,000 times in 10 hours. It was short, only 58 seconds, but it was enough to show. Chrisean admitted guilt. She knew Ronnie. She tried to play peacekeeper. Off camera, but wait. There's more just as the audio went viral. A second leak dropped, this time from an anonymous email titled "For Ti's Legal Team," the attached file. A separate phone call recording, not Chrisean and Tia, but Darius Freeman and a female associate believed to be someone close to Chrisean's team in the call. Darius is heard saying, "I told her don't talk to Tia. Ain't no need to bring heat to this side. I got it handled." And then she said she felt bad. But feeling bad ain't gone fix nothin'. She should have stayed out of it. Pause. What? Now the internet is asking, did Darius try to silence Chrisean? Was she manipulated into calling and then coached to deny it? This just went from drama to conspiracy. Legal threats and lawyers jump in. Ti reposted the leaks and added, "If VH1, Zeus, or any label wants to protect this mess, I got a legal team now too. We can all meet in court." Chrisean, silent. But her team broke the silence with a statement to the Shade Room at this time. "We are reviewing the authenticity of the audio clips circulating. Any fabricated content or manipulated media will be met with immediate legal action." But that just made fans matter authenticity. That's your voice, girl. You lied. You got caught. Own it. Industry ice out begins behind the scenes. Sources say the collabs scheduled with Chrisean were quietly shelved. One sponsor, a luxury wig brand, pulled their campaign, saying, "We do not support artists involved in public misinformation and disrespect toward victims' families." And VH1, allegedly having urgent conversations about cutting all ties with anyone tied to Darius Freeman. Other celebs start speaking up. Tia's allies, growing fast. Moniece Slaughter, Chrisean, always crying about loyalty, but lied to. Mother's face? That ain't it. Jess, hilarious. "I told y'all these girls ain't built for real-life consequences." Young Miami cryptic tweet. "Some of y'all don't deserve platforms. FR." Meanwhile, Blueface of all people took to Twitter and said, "Told y'all, don't let the tears fool you." Even him, the fallout, reputation crumbling. PR experts are calling this the worst week of Chrisean Rock's public career. Why? Because it's not just about a fight. It's not just about a messy phone call. It's about a grieving mother, a dead son, a lie that got publicly unraveled, and now recorded evidence of manipulation and cover-whooping. Fans aren't forgiving. This time, final shock, Tia hints at a documentary. Last slide of Tia's Instagram story, a black screen. White text, "They told me to stay quiet, but I stayed recording. It's 2025. You'll see what really happened." A documentary. More audio. Even more footage. Now fans are begging for the full truth. The fallout hit fast. And for the first time in a long time, Chrisean Rock isn't being defended. She's being abandoned. The fanbase turns on Chrisean, her loyal fanbase, the same one that backed her through fights, chaos, and controversy, is now publicly walking away. On TikTok, "We stood by her through everything." But lying to a grieving mother, "Nah, we out. You called her. She caught you. Now your tears mean nothing." She didn't just lie. She manipulated the internet for weeks. That's evil. Her once glowing comment sections filled with emojis. Even Rock Nation, a top-tier fan page with over 300K followers, deactivated overnight. Brands react and pull back. HRD multiple blogs confirmed that 3 sponsorships have now officially backed out of partnerships with Chrisean. Her upcoming makeup collab postponed indefinitely. A sneaker line deal quietly dissolved. Live tour appearance canceled with no replacement. One insider told Hollywood Unlocked. The PR risk became too high. The lie didn't just hurt Tia. It made the entire industry look complicit. Public figures start calling it out suddenly. Celebs who never say anything are speaking volumes. Taraji P. Henson via repost. A mother's grief should never be questioned for clout. Full stop. Rapper Cash Doll. Tia held her son. In a casket, Chrisean held her lie in alive. There's levels. Even Black China chimed in. Some of y'all are addicted to attention more than accountability. That's why you'll lose both. The reality TV community reacts to's network has gone suspiciously silent. But whispers from inside say, execs are having emergency meetings. The Crazy in Love franchise might not continue. Former Love and Hip Hop cast members went. In Moniece Slaughter, y'all think being a villain on TV means you're untouchable in real life. But victims have names. Mothers have microphones now. Tokyo Vanity. Tia ain't even raised her voice for half the receipts she got. That's power. Blogs, podcasts, and Reddit light you the neighborhood. Talk called it the greatest exposure of 2025. Spiritual Word posted a quote. The truth don't need captions. It speaks in voicemail clips. Even Charlemagne Tha God said on The Breakfast Club, this ain't a beef. This is a public accountability massacre. Chrisean got caught lying to a mother about her son's death. It's not young and messy. That's disgusting. The legal system gets loud here's where it gets scary. According to sources close to the case, Ronnie Kemp's case is being reopened with new witness statements and fresh evidence. And guess what? Darius Freeman's name is back under person of interest, status and Chrisean. Rock may be subpoenaed as a material witness say source from the state. DA's office allegedly told a journalist if any part of what was said in those audio clips is verified under oath, several individuals may be facing obstruction inquiries. Tia's comment? This ain't just social media now. This is real. This law. This law. The streets side with Tia, Lowedell Maru's, tributes, hashtags. Ronnie's face is being painted across Atlanta, Miami, and Houston. Tia's message is now a movement. People wearing hashtag justice for Ronnie shirts to shows. Protest signs at Chrisean's events. Even DJs refusing to play music tied to Darius's brand. It's not just about him anymore. It's about how many people knew and stayed silent. And Tia, she's not slowing down. She's doing interviews now carefully, but powerfully. She told one podcast, I never wanted fame. I wanted justice. But if God's gonna give, me both. Then best believe I'm using this spotlight to burn down what killed my son. She hinted at a multi-part docuseries. She said there are 7 more recordings, and that the one Chrisean denied was the least damning one. It happened at 2:11 a.m. No warning, no teaser. No post. Just a quiet file drop into a group chat that Tia's cousin screenshotted and sent to 6 blogs. File name: finalpiece.wav and the voice on it. Deep, calm, familiar. She was told to play dumb. That was the move, he said. Deny the call. Say it never happened. Let the wave pass. Boom. Everyone paused. Comments froze. Because the voice sounded like a Zeus Network associate. Same cadence. Same tone. And same phrasing used in an old behind-the-scenes clip from Chrisean's Crazy in Love days. The voice note that blew the whole story wide open. Let's break it down in the now viral leak. The voice says, it's not about whether. She called, she did. But if she confirms it, she confirms knowing too much. There's cameras, there's names that don't need airtime. She says too much, everybody goes down, especially D. They never say Darius, they never say Chrisean, but the dots connect themselves. Who sent IT? What every blog, fan page, and YouTube deep diver is now trying to figure out. Tia didn't name the source. She didn't even react publicly. She just posted a one-word story. Boom, the real stinger. At the very end of the recording, a second voice comes in and whispers, delete that. You trying to get everybody indicted. Now people are speculating, is Zeus involved in covering up industry ties to Ronnie's death? They? push Chrisean to lie for her own safety, or theirs. Bloggers go into full conspiracy mode black. Twitter is convinced the voice belongs to a known Zeus producer. Reddit sleuths matched the room tone to a BTS clip from a Chrisean interviewing. A YouTube audio engineer claims the voice matches 90% accuracy with someone who briefed Chrisean during her 2024 Scandaland. Just like that, Chrisean's IG got flooded with, "Show us the unedited footage. They coaching you or protecting you? Zeus is done." Tia's final message, a warning. She posted a black screen with bold white text, "Don't make me press play again," and the caption, "The next file, names, including one that got a network deal off my son's blood." Fans are begging for the next drop, and Chrisean still silent. No IG story. No Twitter post. Just ghosted. Right as her whole empire starts to crack at the seams. And the streets are ready for the next. Battle protests, murals, rappers changing their lyrics mid-show to shout out. Tia and Ronnie, this isn't just a story anymore. It's a movement, a reckoning, and the next leak might be the one that burns the entire table. Final words on-screen cliffhanger ending. She said she ain't call. He said she knew too much. But the truth, still loading. Next leak coming soon. You heard the audio. You saw the live. You watched her lie, and you heard someone in the background. Let's call her out in real time. Now we need you to sound off. Was Chrisean really coached to deny it? Is Tia sitting on footage that could destroy Zeus network? And why is everyone suddenly quiet right when the truth is getting loud? Drop a comment right now. Do you believe the final piece .wav is real or just a distraction? Should Chrisean admit she lied and make things right with Tia? And what do you think is on the next recording? Let us know. Hashtag she called her or hashtag Tia reaching. Hashtag justice for Ronnie or hashtag Chris EAN was set up. Comment your theory. We're pinning the wildest one. Subscribe so you don't miss the next leak, because when Tia drops the final voice memo, we're breaking it down frame by frame. Share this video with someone who still thinks this is just social media drama, because what's coming next could flip the entire industry on its back. This ain't entertainment anymore. This is exposure. This is justice, and it's